Answer me, Scout. Tell me this isn't real. I looked into his bloodshot eyes and smiled gently. And what if it is? Holden Reese. Chapter 15. The silence in the V888 suite was absolute. Holden's hand remained wrapped around my wrist, his grip fierce enough to bruise. His chest heaved, each breath a ragged, desperate sound. Blood from his palm smeared across my skin, warm and sticky. I didn't pull away. I had spent 7 years learning to endure pain. His grip was nothing compared to the weight I carried every single day. Answer me, he repeated, his voice breaking on the last syllable. Scout. Please, please. That word. Holden Reese, the man who had just been crowned a billionaire, the man who had looked at me with such contempt an hour ago, was now saying please. The irony wasn't lost on me. Jen sat frozen on the sofa, her face drained of all color. The other guests, the classmates who had been laughing at my humiliation moments ago, were now staring at the scene with wide eyes, their drunken stupor evaporating in the face of genuine crisis. Sam, the class president, opened his mouth as if to say something, then thought better of it and closed it again. I looked down at Holden's hand on my wrist, then back up at his face. It's true, I said quietly. Every word, the air left his lungs in a single, shuddering exhale. I sent you that message. I begged you for help. My father had collapsed, kidney failure, a sudden and catastrophic decline. The hospital demanded $50,000 before they would even put him on the transplant list. I didn't have that kind of money. I was 20 years old, working 2 part-time jobs, barely able to pay for my own textbooks. I paused, the memory still raw despite the years. You were the only person I could turn to. I thought you loved me. I thought you would help me. So I texted you even though it was late, even though I knew you had an exam the next day. I was desperate, Holden. I was drowning. Holden's grip loosened slightly, but he didn't let go. And then you replied. I continued, my voice steady despite the tremor in my chest. 2 words. Drop dead. I didn't believe it at first. I thought maybe someone else had sent it. So I went to your apartment. In the rain. I stood outside your window, and I watched the light in your room, and I waited for you to come out and tell me it was a mistake. Jen made a small, strangled sound. I didn't look at her. I waited all night. Until dawn. Until the rain stopped and the sun came up and the birds started singing. And you never came out. You never came to find me. I finally pulled my wrist free from Holden's grasp. I went back to the hospital that morning. My father had been transferred to a public facility, a charity ward. He died 3 months later. They said it was because of the delay in treatment. The kidney he needed became available, but by the time they found a way to cover the costs, his body was too weak to survive the surgery. A sob escaped from somewhere in the room. I wasn't sure if it was Jen or someone else. I didn't care. So yes, Holden. It's true. All of it. Jen deleted my message and sent that reply. And you never knew. You thought I had abandoned you for Dean Kincaid,